Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we're building an A-frame cottage, which means that the shape of this house is basically formed like an A. You know what I mean? Like the letter A, so it's kind of like a triangle. I've never built anything like this, like anything in this shape before. I've seen other simmers do it recently even, I think maybe a couple of months ago or something like that. But yesterday when I sat down and I actually finished another house yesterday and I just felt like jumping straight into another one. So I sat down and thought like, what could I do? I kind of want to do something for the save file, but I also want to build something that I've never built before. So I decided to build this A-frame cottage. So we're building in Granite Falls. This is going to be in the save file. I'd actually planned out something completely different for this specific lot. So I think I'm going to move that to the other 30 by 20. I think this is built on a 30 by 20. It's either a 30 by 20 or 20 by 15. But I think it looks like a 30 by 20, so don't take my word for it though. It's definitely one of the smaller lots in Granite Falls. I'm not entirely sure about the lot sizes in that world because I don't often build there. I've built there 3 times total now, so yeah, I don't fully know about the lot sizes, but I think this is a 30 by 20 though. If not, it's listed in the description down below. I don't fully remember. But I had planned something else for this specific lot, but I'll just move that to one of the other smaller lots in Granite Falls. So that's still happening. I think it was a suggestion by one of you guys, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll still get to that, but for today, I don't even know why I'm talking about that because you guys don't know what it is or anything. And it's nothing special whatsoever, but it just proves like, I got plans, but I always end up doing something else than my plans, basically. But I don't know, I was just really feeling like building something a little bit smaller, a little bit more simple, and also play around with roofing actually, which you kind of get to do when you're building a house like this because the roofing is a pretty big part of it. That's basically why it's an A-frame house, is because of the roofing. So I wanted to play around with that, and then I also decided to add some glass roofing here. It actually took me some time to figure out exactly how to do this, and then unfortunately, just randomly out of the blue, after working on the house for only 50 minutes, fortunately only 50 minutes, I wanted to move a piece of roofing and my game crashed without saving it. So that's why the start of this video, it looked like it was maybe practiced or a little bit, like I knew exactly what to do. It's because I'd already built the house shape once before, but unfortunately it crashed on me. It's only the 3rd time ever that my game crashed on, or has crashed on me actually. Only 3 times total, which I think is pretty good. I don't know why it happened. The other time it happened, actually the first time it happened I was building on a 64 by 64, which basically crushed me because I hadn't saved in ages. So I had to like retrace my steps in my footage, which took a long time, but you know, it ended up alright anyways. And then the other time was actually yesterday as well, and I had to move a piece of roofing on the other house that's maybe coming up tomorrow, and my game crashed on me. Luckily I just saved, so it was no biggie whatsoever, but I mean, my game crashed twice in the same day and it's only ever happened 3 times total. That's a little bit worrying, you know? So I'm gonna be saving a lot from now on because I feel like it's a bug or something. I've read about other people on Twitter whose games have been crashing a lot lately as well, so I don't know, it just never really hit me before, but yesterday it was just not going too well. So if it looked a little bit practiced or like I'd rehearsed or something, or like I knew exactly what to do, it's because I kinda had, because I crashed. But I honestly, the first time I built it, it took a long time to figure out what to do. Or 50 minutes. I feel like 50 minutes for a house as small is a long time to figure it out, but you know. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, I wanted to add like a very big, like I wanted a big part of the roofing on one of the sides to be just glass because I thought it could be really cute to just wake up in the morning and then look out that glass or look out the window and just be able to see so much nature. If you're on vacation like you would go rent this cottage, wouldn't you just love to wake up and just look at the nature as the first thing in the morning? I figured that would just be really nice, like as the very first thing in the morning. So I decided to add a lot of glass on one side of the roof, and then on the other one there is a terrace where there's an easel and also a table and 2 or 3 chairs. This cottage is only for 2 people, by the way. You can place it in one of the other worlds if you want to live in this cottage and not just rent it. It has everything you should need. There's a bookcase, so I suppose you can level all your skills through that bookcase. It also has somewhat a backyard, but not a whole lot. There's a pond that you can actually fish in, and there's also a fire pit, so your Sims can sit around that. It's under a tree, so I hope the tree doesn't catch on fire, but like, I didn't get to play test it, so I don't fully know how that works. I just thought it would look really nice. But anyways, and then there's just about everything else you should need. There's a TV here, and also a bigger kitchen kind of, and also a dining area. No computer, but that's because it is meant as a rental, so I figured it would be a little bit weird if they had a computer in there. And yeah, I also decided, actually, one of the deciding factors putting that glass roof on that specific side was because it was turned away from the other cottages in the area, so they wouldn't be able to just look in through the window at all times. Like, I think that would be a little bit awkward if I were to rent a cottage that had a big glass roof turned towards another cottage. I'd probably feel like that was a bit like invasion of privacy or something like that, so I decided to turn it towards a little pond. There are people walking outside, but you know, you can't decide where people walk, so unfortunately there will be Sims walking outside, but I don't think they're gonna stare it anyways. But yeah, so I also had to figure out what exactly to do with the bathroom and also the kitchen, because of the shape of the house and the fact that I wanted it to be very open on the bottom floor, because I felt like closing it off would just make all the rooms very, very small and like narrow and stuff. So I decided to keep it open, but I was having a few issues like trying to figure out what to do with the kitchen and also the bathroom, because you kind of need like at least one wall to put the fridge against, and then also one to put the stove against. And you'd rather, like, I would prefer to have my bathroom closed off just for realistic purposes. I don't like open bathrooms. You know those hotel rooms where they have like a glass, like a window between the bedroom area and the bathroom area, or even just a glass door? I'm not a fan of that. I like everything closed off. So that's kind of, yeah, I had to figure out what to do with the bathroom in this house, but luckily I found this little corner by the end of the cottage where I could put the bathroom, as you can see, and then I put a half wall in the middle of the cottage, so I put the stove against that, and then fortunately I figured that I could put a proper wall where the staircase is, because there's actually no railing. So if I closed it off with 2 walls, so one is towards the bathroom and the other one is where the kitchen is, you could kind of like frame up the staircase that way, so you don't need a railing, and I could also put a fridge against that wall. So I sort of fixed it that way. So there is some walls in this cottage, but it's really open planned, I would say, at least on the bottom floor. So it seems a lot more open than it is because of the glass roof as well. But I like that. I feel like it looks nice. Also at night, I didn't actually include any pictures of that, but because I put a lot of candles in there, it looks so freaking cozy at night from the outside. It just looks so nice. So I should have included some pictures of that, but unfortunately I just did not think that far. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing a lot more with the glass textures in the future, I think, because it's a lot of fun. Plus I used to play with them just when they came out, and then I just kind of stopped completely for a long time. I've been using them for gazebos, but not for the houses themselves for a very long time. So that was mainly when it was all new and shiny. I would use them a lot, but I don't know, I have re-found my love for glass textures, I guess, for glass roofing, so that'll probably show up on the channel a little bit more often in the near future, I think. I also have a collab coming up on Friday. I haven't actually done my part yet, so that's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking to do, because I think it's one of those things I want to do really, really well, but I'm not sure that I can pull it off. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I'm gonna do my very best. I'm probably gonna start that tomorrow. So tonight I will be recording a cast video that should be going up on Thursday, and then the collab is Friday. So hopefully it'll turn out good. Also, by the way, if the terrain paint here looks a little bit different than they do in the screenshots, actually, no, I had to take the screenshots. I took them once, and unfortunately, there is this glitch in the game. Sometimes when you leave a lot and then you enter the lot again, the terrain paint will just be gone. I don't know why that is. Sometimes it just happens with dirt terrain paint, sometimes it happens with all terrain paint. Unfortunately, I had that bug, so when I took my playtester sim to this house to both playtest it but also take screenshots in live mode, so I wouldn't get that annoying square around the house you can see right now, or around the lot. I unfortunately lost all the terrain paint when she got here, so I had to redo it all, and that was great because you can't actually do that once you're renting a house. You can't change it unless you go home and then come back again, so I had to send her home. I had to go here and redo the terrain paint and then just hope that it wouldn't disappear once I came back with my playtester sim again to take the screenshots. So I would like them to fix that bug because it's a little bit annoying. There was a lot of terrain paint to do, so that happened. I don't know, let me know, are you dealing with that bug too? Because I've experienced it a couple of times by now and I'm not a fan. So yeah, apparently I had to go through several bugs and glitches, like the game crashing, the terrain paint disappearing, one of the walls kept disappearing all the time, or not walls, but some of the roofing kept disappearing all the time. There was a lot of stuff to do, like the game just wasn't cooperating me despite this being a very, very small and short build to do. So yeah, I don't know, it was a lot of trouble, but hopefully you guys like the end result anyways. If you do like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. Do let me know if you got any suggestions for anything you want to see here on the channel, and I will write it down in my little planner. I have so many suggestions from you guys by now. I also asked on Instagram over New Year's, over Christmas, New Year's, so I got a lot of suggestions from those of you who follow me on Instagram too, so there's a lot to start, and I also have to finish the save file. I won't be giving a specific day for when that's done, by the way, just because I don't want to feel pressured to finish it for that day and then be disappointed if I don't manage to do it, so I won't be setting like a specific day for when the save file is done. Just know that I'm working very hard on it. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. I gotta tear this wall apart to let you in. My friends say the time's running out, so take the chance. Make a move, 'cause the store won't stay open till the end. Won't you tear my world apart? 'Cause I know I need a start to let you in. When it's over, I will see what I've done. Let it go too soon. Oh, I'll be strong.